Just I am asking whether the statement is in true or false, but the output will not be displayed as in true or false. Okay,
Okay.
because already we have seen as a
So how,
title.
if we want, if we want true or false, whether it is
Yeah,
true or false, then how we will do it?
you can take as a boolean type of an that's called as in like true or false. You can comes means you can take as in boolean type of an output, but this title not written as in boolean type. This title written as an
How do we write it in?
we
How do
not
we write
write
in?
as an we not write as an whether true or false means you can put as an if else like that will be take. Okay, like you can take like this 1 minute. I can put as an if you can take as an expression one. Okay, so in this expression one you can put as in some condition. Okay, so the condition will be true means just you can print like true, like that only you can take that. Okay,
Okay.
but that title will not given as in return type. Okay,
Okay.
the title will not given as in return type. Okay, I am also have some content. Okay, some logics I can do that, but I can share that logic also. You can look out on that logic also. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, five. Okay. Uh, I can share my logic also. My logic also. This is the first logic when I taken as an um, the task. Okay. So this is also one of the logic. Can you see that?
Okay.
Okay. So I can share this today in notes. I can share this. Okay. This is as another logic, and then for an count of is digit is alpha. Okay, so this is another logic. When I take as an this is another logic. When I given as an okay, you can go through this one. Okay, so 1 2 for example I can given as an high 1 2 3. So high is on three characters, 1 2 3 is on three numbers. Okay, when I given as an high 1 2 3 4, it will be given like this. Okay, go through this one how it will be work. Today I can share this. The two things I can work out on that.
So the one which I have done is okay.
Yes, this is okay. I am also go through your logics. Okay, so today I can go through your logic, so only I can copy this one. Okay, so today I can check this one. Okay, I can check and tomorrow I can say this whether any mistakes are there. Okay, so any constraints are changed or not, I can do that. Sorry. Okay, just sorry. Okay, so three tasks you can complete it very good. Okay, so all the tasks I can go through on that. Okay, is not a problem. I can go through on that. So you can go through my task also, my logics also. Just you can try
Okay.
that. Okay, how it will be goes on. Okay, next today today we can take as an list. We can take as a list. So in tuples, when we can see as an tuple uh, is an immutable. Am I correct? Tuple is an
Yeah.
immutable. Okay. Same thing. List is an mutable. Okay. List is an mutable. Mutable. So the value to be changed. The value to be changed. Okay, list is a mutable. The value to be changed. Okay, Same thing. So the list has to be hold hold any number of values. Okay, so the list to be working as to add the list. Okay, to remove the list, to remove the list. Okay, and then to alter the list value. These are all things to do in list. Okay, we can do in list. Okay, so when I creating a list, what is the syntax on that? Okay, when I creating the list, what is the syntax? First I can go through a direct program. There's a list concept. Okay, so when I creating the empty list, you can create the tuple is an tup1 of, there's an empty tuple. Okay, when I type this a tup1 of, there is an empty tuple. Sorry, there is an empty tuple. Same thing in list also, we can create as an empty list. How we can create as an empty list means list one of, you can give it as an this bracket subscript. Okay, there's an empty list. Okay, so suppose I can given as an any value. Okay, suppose I can given as an any value, list one of, I can given as an 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, so now I can display this a list one of 10 20 30 and 40. Suppose I want to be as an list one, list two of, list two of, or else str list one of a comma b, another string is in c, just str1 of list. Just I can print the concept or something string. I can pass something string. I can display the a b c of the list. Okay, when I given as an there is a different thing of a list. So this is a proper packing of the list. Okay, I can packing properly. Okay, suppose I can given as an some unpacking for the list, like this an unpacking. This is like one of the thing, unpacking list value. How we can say as this is an unpacking list means we can assign the list value to the variable using some assignment operator. Okay, so like when I given as an a1 comma b1. Okay, I can given the assignment operator, so 1 comma 2. Okay, so just I can enter, I can print as an a1, it will print as an a1. So now I can print as a b1, it will be print as an 2. Okay, so this is an unpacking list value. You can given as an assignment operator using an assignment operator. Okay, using as an assignment operator, we can using unpacking list. Okay, this is a proper packing list. Okay, but you can given as an like this also. This is the list process. Okay, when I take as an some list operations. Okay, these are all some list operations. Okay, when I take as an list operations, so accessing the list, how I can accessing the list? First I can take as an list 1 is an 10 20 30. This is a list 1. Okay, this is a list 1. Okay, when I take as an particular, I can given as an some index, I can retrieve the particular value of a list means list 1 of an 0. Okay, I can get as an 10. Suppose I can given as
Did you give this input, sir? List 1 is equal to 10 20 30.
what?
Have you given this input? List 1 is equal to 10,
Yes,
20, 30, 40.
yes. Already I can given assigning the
Okay,
values.
okay.
Yes.
I missed it. Yes,
Okay.
fine, fine.
So list one of I can get as a third position. I can get as a third position. Suppose I can given as a list one of 1 is to 4 or 1 is to 3. I can get as an 20 and 30. So already what we can see as a last string manipulations and everything, same thing you can do that here also. Suppose I try to access list 1 of 4, list 1 of 5. Okay, so can I given as a list 1 of 5 means, so what is the output on that? Shruti,
No
can you say
output.
that? No
No
output.
output.
Any error? Any error? What error will be
Uh,
comes on that?
no error.
Yeah, but it will be comes an error is an index out of range, because already we have the range as in 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, but you can try on that 10, 20, 0, 1, 2 and 3. Total the list value is on 0 to 3. But I can given as an index of an 5 means what the uh, error will be comes means index error, the list index out of range. Out of range means the range
Okay.
will be is not properly inside on it. Okay, next I can take as an list one of I can given as an colon 2, so I can get as an 10 and 10 and 2. Okay, so same thing, when I can access the same thing I can do that. Suppose I can given as an list 1 of colon, just enter, so all the list will be printed. Okay, just I can given as an empty colon means all the list will be printed. Okay, now I can given as an like list task list 1 of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. Okay, I can given as an these are all the list. Okay, when I take as an okay like this, 1 is to 13 is to 3. Okay, so when I can given like this, okay Shruti, when I can given like this, 1 is to 13 is to 3, what is the output on this?
Hello.
Yeah.
Uh, 1 is to 13 is to 3.
Yes.
Okay. It will be, we have to count from 1 to 13 by skipping by with every third digit. So we will
Okay.
start with 2,
Okay.
2, 5,
Yeah. Good. Go ahead.
8,
Yes. Good.
11. That is it. 2, 5, 8, 11.
Yes. Very good. 2, 5, 8, 11. So 1 is a starting digit, 13 is an ending. So there's a differentiate on this 3. Okay. So very good, Shruti. So next up, I can update my list 1. Suppose I can update my list 1. So list 1 of, I can change the, yeah. Now print of list 1 of. Okay. Before updating. Before updating. Okay. So um, there's a before updating. My list is 10, 20, 30, and 40. Suppose I can given as an update of after updating. After updating. After updating, list 1 of the zeroth value to be displayed as an 100. Oh, sorry, I'm not like this. Given like this. One minute. So I can given as an one variable p1 equal to list 1 of zeroth equal to 0th equal to 100. I can display here even. This is after update. Just I can enter. So after updating my list, okay, after updating my list, and I display that one means what output given. Okay, after updating my list, it will be update as an 100. Okay, so you not give this one because printed too much time. So after updating my list, it will be given as an 100. So this process will be not done in our tuple. Okay, when you can try to given as an assignment operator, the tuple will not working because the tuple is an mutable. The value do not change on that. Okay, so like that in list we can is an mutable. The value to be changed as an with the help of assignment operator. Okay, next. Next I can try this. I can delete some list. Okay, so I can take as an what I am taking. Suppose I can take as an delete of. Okay, delete del is a keyword. Okay, delete is a keyword. Del is a keyword. Keyword of I can take as an the list one of 0. Okay, the list one of 0. List I can take as a list 1. Just I can enter, the 100 will be deleted. I can use the DL function. Okay, suppose I can take as an DL list 1 of, okay, list 1 of 0 is to 1. Okay, now I can try to delete this list 1. Just enter. So 0 is to 1 means that till the value of an 0 to 1, that will be deleted. I can given as a 0 is to 2, it will delete all those values. Okay, so this is a DL. DL is a keyword to delete that list. Okay, I can delete the list like this. Once again, I can create the same list 1. Okay, so list one of uh, 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Okay, just I can create. Okay, this is the delete function, and then I can adding the two list. Okay, just I can try this list 1 and list 2 of 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, just I can enter. Now I can adding the list. Okay, how I can add the list? So list 1 plus list 2. Just I can enter. It will be adding. Adding means it will be concatenate on that. Okay, this is a concatenate of the list. Okay, same thing you can concatenate and assigning the variable, and then you can display on that. That is not a matter. E1 equal to list 1 plus list 2. Okay, when I print as a list 1. Okay, like that also you can do that. Okay, when I can concatenate both the list. Okay, and then I can print one of the variable, and then I can display on that. This is also one of the way. Okay, and then I can take as an like this also. So v1 into 2. Okay, v1 into 2. v1 already contain as an 10 20 30 40 1 2 3 4. It will be one more list will be created. Okay, so this is a v1 star of 2. Okay, and then I can take as an some address, memory address of the list. I can identify. How I can identify? How I can identify? How I can uh, do as an memory address of the list. Address of the new list. Okay, so just is a simple thing. How I can identify the memory address of the list through the what is the function I can use to identify the memory allocation, to view the memory allocation of the list, or whatever thing, variable, whatever thing. How I can
ID.
that? Yes, good. ID of in list. How we can give an ID of list one of, I can given as an 0. It will be given as an address. Okay. Same thing. List one of, I can given as an 1. It will be given as an another list of an another address of an value. This is the allocations of the list. Okay. Suppose I can do as an in for loop. Okay. So through an in operator, I can do as an for loop. Implement in my for loop. Okay. How I can implement the list in my for loop? List one is an 10, 20, 30. Okay. I can try to implement in my for loop. So just for I in list of, I can given as an yeah, just I can given as an like this, print of I. Okay, just 10, 20, 30 and 40. The list one to be copy in I, the I will be display as in 10, 20, 30 and 40. Okay, suppose I want to be as in some particular list value. Okay, so for I in list one of 0, 0 is to 1, just I can display on the print of I, print of I, just I can enter the value to be as a display. Okay, so this is the way to be working as an for loop in list of and for loop. Okay, so I can given as an 0 is to 1 or 0 is to, the list will be display and printed. Okay, so this is the way to I can implement the list in my for loop. Okay, so next I can identify the length of the list. Okay, how can I identify the length of the list? So len is a len of function. I can given as an list one. Just I can enter. This is the total list of n values in 4. Suppose I want to be identify that maximum value of a list in my list. So I can given as an max of list value for list 1, it will given as an 40. Suppose I can given as an max of list 1 of, sorry, minimum of list 1, minimum of list 1, it will given as an 10. Okay, so suppose I can given as an same thing, I can declared as an list 1. Yesterday we can see this 10 comma 0 comma 10 comma 20 comma 30. Which one will be taken as a maximum? The maximum will be taken as an
10.0.
yes, list one 10.0. Or how it will be taken as a 30?
Oh, sorry, I did not see. I was just looking at
Okay.
10.0.
Okay. So suppose I can given as an 1 3. Okay. So now it will taken as a 10.0. Okay. Yeah. So mm, next how I can the list will be given as an like given as an like I can given as an um, yeah, I can given as an tuple one of, okay, I can given as an a comma b comma c. Okay, so i I have to convert on the tuple to my list. Okay, how I can convert the tuple to my list means list is a function I can given as an tuple 1. Okay, when I entered this one, the tuple will be converted as a list. Okay, same thing when I take as an name equal to Mohan. Okay, I will be convert as in this string to as a list given as a name. It will be converted as a list. Okay, the string will be converted as a list, the tuple will be converted as a list. This is a same thing. The string will be converted as list using list class. Okay, so this is a list. When I taking as an shorted, okay, when I taking as an shorted is a function. Shorted is a function. What is the use of unshorted means? What all the return type will becomes unshorted. Okay, so I can short the data. Okay, I can shorted the data. So what is the syntax of unshorted means? This is syntax. This is syntax. Shorted of the first argument is an iterable. The second one is an comparison. The third one is an key. Suppose I can use means I can use the key, and then fourth one is an reverse. This is shorted syntax. Okay, so I can try that on shorted. So I can given as a list. Yeah, I can given as a list. P1 equal to, I can take as an 2, 3, 0, 3, 1, 4, 7, 8. Okay, now I can shorted the data. Shorted of P1. Okay, so it automatically shorted. Okay, it's automatically shorted. Now I can try that. Okay, now I can try that taking as an tuple in tuple. Okay, so tup1 equal to, I can given as an tuple 2, 3, 0, 3, 1, 4, 7, 8. Okay, I can given as an shorted of tuple variable of 1. So it will be given shorted like this. Same thing. Okay, this is a list shorted. List sorted. This one is an tuple shorted. Okay, so I can shorted the data. Okay, so this is the use of an shorted function. Suppose I have to be as an append the data. Okay, so I can append the data. How I can append the data? Okay, append the data. So list 1 is an 10.0, 10, 2, 3. I can append the data with the help of an append function. So list
Sir,
1.
sir,
Yeah.
just 1 minute. Like you
Yeah.
have given your sorted iterable comparison key reverse.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on this, please?
Yeah, I have iterator I can given, comparison key I can given as in another examples. So, like side by will be comes. Okay,
Okay.
after the list chapter or lost will be comes. Okay, I can given that. So only I can given as in reverse and iterable. Okay, comparison key will becomes as a dictionary, like that will becomes, it will becomes as a comparison and key. Okay, so only I can only given this one. Okay, understood, Shruti? Okay, let's I can take as an append the list. So I can given append the list of an how I can append that list 1 dot, I can append the data of, okay, I can append the data of an 4. Okay, just I can given as an list 1. I can given as an list 1. Just I can enter. So I can given why it will be comes as a single quotes. Yes, really, why it will be comes as a single quotes.
Because it's a string, because we have given the value in inverted commas.
Okay. So suppose I can given as an list1 dot append of, I can given as
4.
an 5. I can given as a list1. Okay. So it will be given as an common 5. Okay. This is appending of a list with the help of an append function. With the help of an append function. Next, I can take as an extend function. Okay. This is an extend function. We can say as an extend. Okay. So what is the use of an extend function means? The extend function to add one list to another list. We have to using one list to another list. We use the extend of method. Okay, so this is the use of an extend. Append is the different. Append is an, when I can given as an append of value, the value insert in the last position of the list. Okay, this is called as an append. When I can using it as an extend, the one list will be copied to the another list. One list will be added to the another list. Okay, so already I have list one. Okay, this is the list one. Now I can extend the list two. Okay, I think, yeah, already I have list two. So now I can append the list one extends of list two. Now the list two, it will be joined to the list one. Okay, when I enter this one, I can print the list one. It will be append. Append means it will be extend. The one to add one list to then another list. I can adding the one list. I can take the data from one list. It will be stored in another list. Okay.
So that
So
way
whether,
we can do it list 1 plus list 2 also.
yeah, but you can given as an, that's the plus is a operator. Okay. Suppose I can comes for and some functions through and some methods. Okay, through and methods I can use a extend. Okay, you can say as an list one plus list two is an, it's to be as an two list will be joined, two lists will be append. Okay, but I want to be using some function, because some logic programs they not they can ask you not using operator. Okay, you not using plus or something, but you can do as an some process means you can use the extend scheme. Okay, extends. Okay, so this is the differentiator and extends and append. Okay, next I want to be as an next function called count. Okay, count is a function. What is the use of a count means? The count is an, the count is an to be working as to find the occurrence occurrence of an item in a list. Okay, this is the use of a count function. Okay, so what is the syntax of the count function is an syntax. Okay, syntax of the count function, your list dot count of, you can given as an some items. Okay, you can given as an some items. Okay, so now I can given as an I can choose as an y1 equal to is in one list. I can take as an a comma b comma c, like this I can give. Okay, so when I take as an y1 dot count of I can given as an a. Okay, just the count of an a is a two occurrence. When I take as an y1 dot count of, I can take as an D. It will be take as an one count. Okay. The character of an A and B occurs often two times and one time. Okay. If suppose there is a no occurrence. Okay. Suppose there is a no occurrence means, suppose I can given as an I1 dot count of D. Okay. There is an the value I can given as an some value passing some values to D. Okay. I can given some passing values. The D is not occurred in my list, so it automatically comes as a 0. Okay. It written as a 0. Understood, Shruti?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the count function. Okay. Next I can take as an index. Okay. Index is a function. Index of is a function. What is the index of function is an is like as an when I given as an value I can retrieve the index. So last example what we can see is an I can given as an index, the value will be retrieved. Now I can given as an value, the index will be retrieved. Okay. So index is a method. Index index is an method. Index is a method is used is used to uh, is used to pick the particular particular item particular item in a list. Okay. Particular item in a list. Okay. Suppose I can take as an list 1. Okay. I can take as a list 1. uh, okay, already lot of things are there. I can take as a list 2. Okay. So I can get as an I can create one list also is better. P2 equal to I can take as an Mohan um, Raja. Okay, okay, like that. X Y Z. Now I have take as an P2 is a some list. Okay. Now I can pick that particular value. So how I can pick the particular value means P2 dot index of P2 dot index of I can given as an Raja. Okay. I can display the index, but this is the use of an index function. But last before example what we have to see means, suppose I can given as an P2 of 1 means it will be taken as an value. Okay. But now I can given as an value, it will be taken as an index. Okay. Using as an index of function. Understand, Shruti? Okay. Suppose what error will be comes. Suppose I can given as an P2 dot index of um, YYY. Okay. But this is not in my list. When I enter, the value error will be comes. Okay. There is a not present in our list. Okay. YY is not present in my list. Okay. Like that the value will be comes. Okay. The value error will be comes. When I can use the value error, the value error will be comes. Okay. Next, we have to using insert of method. Okay. Insert method. Okay. So how we can use the insert of method mean? Suppose I can take as an I can take as an I can take as an um, okay, already have P2. Now I can insert some data of particular position. So P2 dot insert of I can given as an 0 is the index, comma I can change that A4 or else I can change the demo. Okay. Now I can print the data as an Now I can print the data as an P2. Okay, I can print the data as an P2. Just enter. Okay, so the position of 0 will be taken as a demo. Okay, but this is not as an overwrite. This is not as an overwrite. Okay, so this comes as an first index. Automatically this is as an 1. This is 0. Now the Mohan will be taken as an 1, Raja will be taken as an 2, Axel will be taken as an 3. Okay, the adjustment will be taken when I can given as an insert of 0. Automatically the 0th position the value will be stored, but already the 0th position they have Mohan will be stored, so it automatically adjusts the position as in the Mohan will becomes in 1 2 3 like that. Okay, you can understand this one, Shruti, insert of function.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, this is insert of function. Okay, when I take as a remove function, when I take as a remove function, remove is a method. Okay, remove is a method. Okay, to remove the item, to remove the item in list. Okay, same thing. mm, pop is a function. pop is a function Pop is a function to remove the item, in the list. So same thing, both the remove also will be remove the item in the list. Pop also function, the pop function also remove the item in the list. What is your differentiate on both the things? Okay, let's I can do it program. Okay, programmatically. So when I take as an n1 equal to, I can give an as an 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, so this is a first list. Okay, now I can remove the data in my n1. Okay, suppose I can given as an n1 dot remove is a function of 1. Okay, when I entered that function, entered that run the program n1, what it will be entered, the 1 will be removed. Okay, the 1 will be removed. When I can given the value will be removed. Okay,
Okay.
suppose I want to be working as pop. When I can given as an pop of, pop is a working as an n1 dot pop, n1 dot pop. When I entered this n1 dot pop, just entered the last value to be removed. The last value to be removed. When I can use the pub, the last value to be removed. Okay, but I'm not giving any index. Pop will be contained as an index. Pop will be contained as an index. Okay, index contained as an index. Here the remove will be contained as an value. Suppose you not given as an any value or index, means it automatically the pop will be, suppose I'm not given as an index here, the pop will be automatically exit that last of the value. Okay, they can
Okay.
remove the last of the value. Suppose I can given to be as an n1 dot pop of, I can given as an index of 1. Okay, so now I can enter, automatically the 3 will be removed. Okay, the one of the index position of 1 is in 3, the 3 will be removed. Suppose I can given as an remove function, or remove function, I can remove the data as an n1 dot, I can remove the data as an 2. Okay, when I entered this one, the value to be removed.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, in this input 75 n1 dot pop 1. So only
Yes.
3 is left and everything else is removed.
No, no, 1 minute. I can display the data also. When I take as an, when I take as an, when I take as an n1, okay, 3 only left. So everything in our list only. 4 and 5 in our list. Okay.
No, but in your when you've given this input n1 dot pop 1, so output is 3. Why?
Yeah, that's one I can explain next step. Okay, when I take as an pop function, okay, when I take as an pop function, I can given as an index, it automatically display which value to be removed. Okay, when I can remove function, I can given as a value, it not display anything, but it will be working. The function will be removed. Okay, the function will be working to remove the second value. Okay, that's a two value. Okay, but it not display. When you can use the pop function, it automatically display which value to be removed. When I can use the remove function, I can given as in some value, but the value not display whether it will be removed or not, but it will be working inside on the function. Okay, this is a differentiate of an pop is a differentiate lot of things. When I can use a pop function, you can use the index. When I can use a remove function, I can use a value. Okay, when I can given as an pop of index, it automatically which value to be removed it will be displayed. But in remove, I can remove the function. The function to be remove the value, it not shows in the console this value is it to be is it remove. Like that will be
Okay.
not shown. Okay, this is
Okay.
a slight differentiate on that pop and remove function. Okay,
Okay.
uh, so next function will be taken as an short. Already you can know about like shorter. Okay, simple example. I can take as an I can take as an example of 6, 7, 1, 2, 0. Okay, when I have to sorted the list. Okay, when I have to sorted the list, so how I can sorted n1 dot short of n1 dot short of. Okay, I can give an agent short of n1, or else you can give an agent just enter. Okay, now I can take as an n1 just enter. So 0, 1, 2, 6, 7 will be shorter. Another argument are there. Okay, another argument to be inside the short function. I can given as an short of um, n1 dot short of. I can given as an um, reverse equal to true. Okay, now I can print as an n1. So automatically it will be reverse. Okay, I can given as a reverse equal to true. It automatically reverse. Okay, suppose I can given as an false n1 dot short of reverse equal to false false. Okay, false. It take as an n1 the value to be as a common stuff. You can understand what is the use of reverse attribute, reverse
Yes,
keyword.
sir.
Okay, so this is called as a short, and then I can take as a reverse function. This is the reverse method. Okay, a reverse method. Okay, this is the reverse method. So reverse, what is the use of in reverse means? Reverse method to be used in reverse the items. Okay, reverse the items. Okay, now I can take as a reverse method. When I take as an, hmm, I can take as an n1. N1 is an 0 to 7. Now I can take as an n1 dot reverse of just automatically it will be taken as an reverse. So I can given as an n1 of 7 comma 3 comma 2 comma 1 comma 1 comma 2 comma 0. Now I can given as an n1 dot reverse of, okay, so n1 is in printer. So it will be taken as in reverse the value. Okay, it will be taken as in reverse the value of n 0, okay, 2 1 3 7. This is the use of an reverse. Okay, but here it will be not reflected. Same like I can take as an n1 dot reverse of, it will be not reflected. Okay, but here it will be, I can given one new list, I can creating one new list, I can given as an n1 dot reverse of function, it automatically reflects, because here why it will be not reflected means I can given as an argument of an reverse equal to reverse equal to false, like that will be I can give that. Okay, so only not reverse, but here I can taken as a new list of in reverse, it automatically reverse the value. Okay, so the value to be is in reverse, that's the use of an reverse function. Okay, that's the use of an reverse function. Okay, next I want to be one thing called okay, what let's make a new list. Okay, so these are all the list functions. Okay, so what all the functions are can you can discuss till now? Can you go summarize the functions?
Yes, sir.
I want to be as one task here, and
We
then
started with.
today I can share the task. Okay, I can share the task in Notepad. Okay,
Okay.
so now itself I can given one task in through a list. I can given as a list. I can given as a list of 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is the input. Okay, this is a list you can create as a list. You can creating list. Okay, you can create the list like this. What does the output on the list I want means, I want the output of the list is in 4. Okay, 4 comma 9 comma 60. I want this output. Okay, I want this output. I want this output. Okay, understand? This is the task one. Okay, next coming mostly today I can send the task, other task 2, task 3, as for like that I can take that, I can give the task also, I can send the mail. Okay, so first you can try till this one. Okay, how you can multiply this list value to like this. I can given as the list is 2 comma 3 comma 4, but I can want as an output is in 4 comma 9 comma 60. This is the list. Okay, can you summarize what all the functions are we can discuss? Can you summarize on that?
Yes, sir. We have discussed about unpacking list, changing
Oh,
list,
yes,
and then we have talked about deleting list, address of the list,
yes,
minimum,
yes,
maximum of the list.
yes.
Then we converting tuple to list,
Okay,
string to list, sorted
yes,
function.
yes.
We have also discussed about appending the data, wherein
Extend the data.
we
Yes,
add the data,
based upon the
extend
index, now we can add. Yes, yes, extend.
extended the data, count function, index
Okay,
function.
okay.
Then we have talked about insert method,
Yes,
remove
yes.
method, pop method, how remove and pop are different.
Okay,
Then reversing, sort reverse and the simple reverse.
yes.
This is what we have done.
Okay, okay. Nearly 10, maximum we have discussed on 10 to 12 functions. Okay, so these are all the important functions on that. Okay, you have any doubt on the list, Shruti? You have any
Not
doubt
yet.
on this? Yes,
Not
I
yet.
can give the task. Yeah, no problem. I can give the share the task today. Okay, so now you can write this one, you can try this first. Okay, you can try
Okay.
this one. So before you can reach this task complete, I can send all those tasks, whatever things are comes under the list and everything today task.
Okay.
Okay, uh, okay, Shruti, I think tomorrow we can take as an dictionaries.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so tuples is an okay we have covered, and list is an okay, and then tomorrow we can take as an dictionaries. Okay.
All.
Okay. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much.
sir.
Yeah, happy
Happy
learning.
Teachers Day once again.
Yeah,